Hi there, my name is Damian and I'm a social media music industry specialist, and I'm very excited to bring you a series of videos, especially for WaterBear College, on social media and how you can grow your brand and your audience online using social media. So I've known the guys at WaterBear for a long time, but especially Bruce, because Bruce, believe it or not, was my mentor back in the day when I was a student. And I would go as far as to say Bruce was the most influential person on my entire life. I've learned so much about ethics, work ethic, music industry, and that goes into so much of my education moving forward. So I am such a huge believer of the team at WaterBear as the best educators in the entire country, that when they asked me to do this, I was totally honored. Now, I believe music education has changed rapidly over the last couple of years because of the evolution of technology and the music industry. And it is more crucial than ever that musicians who are trying to navigate a career in the music industry need a mentor. And what I love about WaterBear is their one-to-one mentorship that they bring their students. So this next series of videos is about using social media to grow your audience and to build your brand online. Now, most of us are social media consumers, but before we go diving in to a social media strategy to become a marketer and actually start getting our music and our art out there, we should look at the overview. What is it that we are trying to achieve with our social media? Now, traditionally, the music industry has had barriers to entry, usually in the form of a record label who you'd need to front you money in order to make the record and distribute that across the world into record shops. However, that's all gone now due to technology, and we can not only make music for as little as no money at all, but also we can be in charge of distributing our own music ourselves pretty much for free. So if you can build an audience which believes in you and engages with you and comes with you on your journey, then you have the ultimate control. Because whether you want to go on tour and sell tickets or sell merchandise or put music out, you are in control and no longer need a middleman or that gatekeeper as a barrier of entry. This gives you control over your art and your brand and allows you to build a community that will invest time and money and be a part of your tribe. Now, once we've got our purpose and we know what it is that we're trying to achieve, we can start to break this down into where we're going to house our content. For example, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Snapchat, LinkedIn, Twitter, the list goes on and on. But which is the best platform for you? And should you be on all of them? Now, the answer to this depends on your skill set. You might be a fantastic creative writer, or like myself, you might not mind being on camera, but you might have a camera phobia or a face for radio and prefer to use audio as your preferred method of content creation. Now, most new bands set up every single platform under the sun using their band name, which is setting yourself up for a fall, because managing one social media platform at a high level is incredibly difficult. So you can imagine how hard that would be over 4, 5, or 6 platforms, and you end up letting down your audience. Now, it's 2018, and I don't know where social media will go in 2019. However, right now I can tell you that YouTube is the most underutilized social media platform there is for art, music, and bands. It's an absolute monster. When it comes to the search engine capability, it is only second to Google, and Google owns YouTube. When it comes to the evergreen content, when it comes to the entertainment factor, when it comes to how many people are consuming content on a platform, YouTube is perfect for long form content which can then be broken down and inserted into other platforms. So my advice is use YouTube, get on it and find a way to make YouTube a big part of your content creation platform strategy. And then there's Facebook. Facebook is still a monster, and yes, the algorithm has changed, but when it comes to distributing your content and creating a community, Facebook is still second to none. It is a monster that you can throw text at, you can throw pictures at, you can throw videos at, you can have conversations. It's an absolute giant when it comes to social media. And the advertising behind Facebook is the best advertising structure in the entire world. We'll come to that in another video. So what sort of content should you put out on your social media? Well, here is something that you are going to hear me say time and time again in this series of videos. This is about how you look after your audience. And so trying to avoid advertising, because they are not there to be advertised at every 5 minutes. And this push media, which I see all the time. Buy our tickets, go to our gig, listen to our music, go to our Spotify, watch our video. It's just demands and it's adverts. And the audience wants to come with you on a journey, but they don't want to be ordered around all of the time. As for what content you should do, whether it's vlog style, whether it's performances, whether it's updates, that is up to you, and it's up to your skill set and it's up to your time, how much time you've got to put into this. But always remember, this is about the audience first and how you look after them. So a couple of tips to finish off this video, and whether you're starting your social media journey or whether you've been doing this for a while, but you're a bit worried whether you're doing it right, I would say, don't make social media a bigger deal than it needs to be. You just need to make social media a part of your routine on how you can look after your audience. Use your skills and your strengths, and more importantly, the opportunities around you to tell these stories. And by that, I'll give you an example. Most of you guys are musicians. You have an ability to be able to pick up an instrument and trigger an emotion. Whether that emotion is happiness or sadness or anger, you have an ability to do something that will make an audience stop what they're doing and gain their attention. Therefore, that's the thing that you need to start off with. And my last tip of the day is that your job is to build an audience, or more importantly, a community. And to do that, your job is to bring value and then say hello, which is the most important word when starting a relationship. And from there, you can grow your numbers from 1 or 100 to 500 to 10,000 to 1,000,000. And it all starts with one person, and it all starts with hello. So this is Bruce, one of the founders of WaterBear Music College, and also my old mentor. Not that I'm saying he's old or anything. But what I love about back in the day when we used to work together was that one-to-one side, which you've now brought into an entire college.
I think so, yeah. If you think about, thank you for those kind words, if you think about how we started, the one-to-one thing is really important, because no one makes this plan on their own, and everybody's plan's slightly different. So by definition, almost, you don't want to be teaching a room full of 100 people. You kind of need elements of this. What are you, Damian, going to do next week, next year? How's that going to translate in your career? And it works really well.
Yeah, and having that sort of one-to-one cup of tea and that accountability is very important.
I mean, in the old days, you would have an A&R man. And even if, there was always jokes about your A&R man not being very good, but they just ask the right question at the right time and put you in the right situation. And these days, you don't major labels don't have that huge kind of A&R department anymore, and certainly indie labels just don't do it at all. So there's a kind of gap for it, and that's what we can do. It's developing the artist, it's not telling them what to do, it's just getting the good bits and helping them understand what's great about them and bringing them to the front. So
if you're interested in a career as a musician or in the music industry, then why not come down to an open day, meet the team?
Yeah, you'd be very welcome. We've got open days running every month. We've also got open days running on evenings as well. It's small groups, so we have this type of discussion there, So yeah, come down, play us your music. We'd be very interested. We love new music, so it'd be nice to hear it.
Otherwise, like, subscribe. Another video next week on some social media. Get involved in the comments below and be a part of this community. Otherwise, we'll see you again soon. Cheers.